just the username was taken on Twitch, but after many years, I managed to get that username because I was like, hey, I opened a ticket. I was like, yo, this guy hasn't logged in 9 years. Can I have it? And they're like, sure. I think it's almost done. Okay. New downloadable content is available. Okay, so before I do that, I'm gonna tab out of the game for a sec. Hang on. Okay. Metro Exodus endings. Okay. So...
You do define me, my love.
Don't say such things, Anna. We'll live now, but what good is life without you? Stop it. Don't say such things, Anna.
Alright, I think this is the bad ending here. This looks different, looking at the little pictures.
You saved her, John. You did save her. It was not for nothing. She will live. Don't you get this?
That's true. Oh.
That's it. He can't give anymore, can't you see? We're all out of blood.
Oh, we're gonna get hit by a train.
Anna, you really should rest.
My dad is gone. Don't leave me too, Artyom.
Bye.
Recognize me? It's me, Eugene, from the exhibition. And to think I've been waiting here. Some best friend you are.
Ghost train.
So we meet again. What? Have you forgotten your friend Bourbon? See how it went? You didn't stay there for too long. But that's just the way the world works, right? You struggle, and fight, and still get fucked. Ah, well. I say you should take a walk around. I'll stay right here if you need me. We have a lot of time, my friend. More than enough to talk about everything.
They did a nice job with the lighting there.
Hello, Artyom. I didn't really expect to see you here. I thought you had some other fate, or a greater one. I remember when you were but a boy from the exhibition, dreaming of one day remembering the face of his mother. Was that why you opened the airlock at the Botanical Gardens? Look at you now. I'll be returning to the metro soon. But you... The sun never rises here, Artyom. You can't stop this train. Can't ever get off it. There are not stations in this world. He who has enough courage and patience to stare into the darkness for his entire life shall be the first to see the flash of light. Remember that? Why then? Not enough patience?
So what if there are no stations here? Who'd want to stop anyway? Come on, you hunk of iron. Pick up some speed. We'll shake this place up. Make all the dead look alive.
Well, it is time for me to leave. And you, tell everyone I said hi. I'll give your regards to whoever I see back home.
Forget him. Come, I'm making you chief mate. We're in for a long voyage, an eternal one. I'm going to need some help. So what are you waiting for, huh? An apology? Not likely to happen, Arkham. Everyone does what he must. A soldier's duty is to shoot the enemy, not ask questions. You did what you could. I did what I could. And we did it all right. We gave it all. Let the living sort out the rest. Hey, what's that? This is weird. The first time I saw anything like that here. Look, how about we try to stop this thing, huh? Give me a hand. Come on! Well, Artyom, go take a look. You can leave the ship for
Didn't
now.
they just say we can't stop this train? Nah. God, they like their flashbangs. Wait, why are they leaving without me? They were just trying to get rid of me. So let me guess, now it's going to show two graves? One for Miller and one for Artyom?
It's not fair. We found a place to be happy, and now you leave? We couldn't have the life we dreamed of, but you went and gave up everything for me. I hate you for that. I hate to see you go. I hate to stay here alone. But I will, because I love you. I love you so much. Goodbye, Artyom.
You need more guns for a 21 gun salute. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'm curious, what did I do that unlocked the ending that I got? How to get the good ending. To get the good ending, you have to keep 2 out of 3 of your traveling companions with your group and keep them alive through the entire plot, which is easier said than done if you don't know how to go about it. Wait, what? It's not even the morality system? The 3 characters that this rule applies to are Demir, Alyosha, and Duke. Whether 2 of these characters are present in the last few scenes determines whether Artyom is still alive at the end of the game. How to keep Alyosha alive. You can't get detected by any of the enemies during certain parts of the Taiga chapter, and you have to silently stun all the enemies that you come across. You can't kill any of the enemies, which makes this challenging if you don't enjoy using stealth. And I did this on accident? Additionally, you also have to free the prisoners as you progress through the level. After completing these tasks, Olga will appear and allow Alyosha along with Artyom to leave the forest. Duke. You have to escape from the church. During this sequence, you need to escape without using lethal force or being spotted by any enemies. Secondly, you'll have to enter the getaway boat without using lethal force, so you have to stun the enemies while taking the boat. The final necessary step is you have to keep Duke alive is to meet with the cult leader Salantius without being spotted by his soldiers. I feel like I got spotted on that mission and we used bullets. How to get Demir. Demir's the final companion. You have to use non-lethal force in the chapter for Demir to be willing to join Artyom, furthering the ideas from the two other chapters. Additionally, you can complete side missions within this chapter that will increase the chance of Demir taking an interest in Artyom and his group. Most of these missions revolve around saving slaves from the Baron. The most important action you need to take during the Caspian Sea chapter is recovering the picture of Gil's father while in the bunker and return it to her. I did that, which will make Demir join your group and allow him to be present during the ending scene. And then there's a DLC. Okay. Okay. Alright. What's the DLC about? Hold on, store page. Maybe you need them there for their blood? Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to decide if one, I didn't know that we were going to finish this in 40 minutes today. 2, I didn't really know there was DLC. And 3, I don't know what's in the DLC. Okay, this one's called Sam's Story. Sam, a U.S. Marine at the Moscow embassy before the bombs dropped, has long dreamed of returning to his homeland and maybe finding his family alive. The prospect seemed impossible in the darkened tunnels of the metro, but when the Spartans discovered that Moscow was not the only city left alive after the war, holding out hope didn't feel so foolish. Sam makes his way from the Aurora in search of a way back to the USA, arriving at the remains of ruined industrial buildings and crumbling industrial districts. To complete his journey, Sam will discover that he needs every tactic he has learned so far to survive, as his surroundings prove to be trickier than expected. Okay. And what's the other one? The Two Colonels. Just below the surface, under the dead city of Novosibirsk, Colonel Klebnikov makes his way home to his son, Kirill, for New Year's Eve. Oh! Kirill was the boy that was helping us at the end. All is not well with the people here. The slime is further consuming the tunnels, mutant attacks appear to be on the rise, and the precious green stuff that protects the people from rad poisoning is running low. In order to secure the survival of any of the people, those in charge may need to take drastic measures. Following the journey and experiences of Klebnikov during the last days of Novosibirsk, were traced by Colonel Miller a year later. Miller's dead. Players can expect the classic story-driven gameplay of the Metro series. Okay. So this is like Miller tracked this guy's path before Miller died. Maybe when he was separated with Artyom. Okay, hold on a sec. I am checking I am trying to check the length of these DLCs. I like how Mr. Mattyman used bits to try to make the text-to-speech guy say Vladivostok, and then he says it's not hard to pronounce, and the Twitch guy just gave up on it. He's like, I can't say that. Oh my god. Dude, howlongtobeat.com is like dragging right now. Let's see. Metro. Alright. Oh my god, it pulled up every Metroid game. Oh my god. Let's see. Metro Exodus. I'm trying to see the DLCs. Sam's story is about 6 hours, Two Colonels about 2. Okay. Alright. Well, we've got 3 hours left together. I didn't realize this game only had such a short amount of time remaining in it. Maybe we'll try to knock out 2 Colonels with our remaining time, because that would fill in the gap. Wait. Wait, do I not own them? Does Enhanced Edition not include the DLCs? Okay, well, crap. Alright, never mind then. Alright, I guess that is, I guess that's the end of Metro. I thought Enhanced... Dude, what is the point of Enhanced Edition? I thought Enhanced Edition included the DLCs. Alright, no, I don't want to play them that badly. Alright, I thought I had them included in what I already owned. Enhanced Edition includes the base game plus ray tracing. Okay, so basically nothing. Nobody likes ray tracing. Not even Ray. Alright, well, okay. I wasn't that attached to it, so that was just kind of to fill time, so forget that. Let's do review time. Review time. We just finished a game. As always, when we finished a game, let's go over it and talk about the game itself. So, Metro Exodus. How was it? Of the 3 Metro games, this is the one that had the least amount of Metro. But, you know, it's called Exodus. It's interesting, you know, they leave town, they're trying to, you know, go out, they find out that Miller has been working for people that were actually cannibals, and he didn't realize it because he was really gullible. For a military guy, he really craves someone to be above him, but, you know, when he finally found someone, he latched onto it, even though he didn't verify who they were. So that didn't work out well. The way that we left home, a lot of people there consider us enemies. I mean, I assume they leave it open for another game, because the ending was very unfulfilling. You know, it's like, okay, like, we don't even know what they're going to do. Are they just going to live there in that clean area they found? Are they going to go back to Moscow to pick up more of their people? Like, one of the guys, his wife is still there, and they're going to, you know, bring them back to the clean area. If they go back to Moscow, there's still a bunch of people there that want to shoot them on sight, so they have to shoot them or convince them that, you know, like, oh, it turns out we were working for cannibals. Yeah, so they've got to deal with that. So, like, very unfulfilling ending. Completely open, lots of stuff not resolved. That was a bummer. In terms of, like, the writing, it was fine. Like, a lot of the big parts were extremely predictable. Like, I remember many times I'm like, this is a trap. It was a trap. We're going to walk up and untie her, and the doctor's going to hit us in the back. Yep, there we go. Doctor hit us in the back. Like, there's a lot of moments that the writing was very cliche, but overall, it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing either in terms of writing. Music was pretty good. Visuals were pretty good. Gameplay, I would say the gameplay was slightly better than the previous games. I honestly, and if any of you can find a clip of it, I want to see it. I honestly don't think the game ever told me I could craft on the go. It was like 8 hours into this game that someone in chat told me you can craft from anywhere. And I was always looking for crafting tables. And considering the last 2 games didn't even play the freaking intro cinematic and tell me what was going on, and we had to find it on YouTube after the fact, I'm inclined to believe that it just didn't tell me that. I could be wrong, though. Find the clip if I'm wrong. Show me I'm wrong. So that was very irritating. I did like the whole system where, like, when you loot an enemy, you could, like, loot them and then also strip their gun of upgrade components and use them. And whereas in the previous games, when you would look at a gun on the ground, it just showed, like, a silhouette of your gun and a silhouette of their gun. And you had to know whether or not that was better just based on the silhouette. So that was an improvement. Metro Exodus was an improvement with, like, the looting system and stuff like that. And then once you got, like, the crossbow and the throwing knives, you could, like, loot those after you threw them and stuff like that. So I did like it more in that regard. I feel like Anna got heavily nerfed in the last game. Like, in the first game, Anna was this expert sniper, right? And then in this last game, she got kidnapped, like, 3 times. And then she got, like, turbo cancer. Like, I don't know. I think some people would say it's sexist. I feel like she was just being honest too. Maybe now that she's in love, she's stupid and blind. I don't know. But, like, I don't know. Anna was like a super soldier in the first game. And then in this last game, she was just like Princess Peach. She was constantly in another castle. So that was kind of annoying. Anything else? I think The morality thing. So the first two games, without ever really telling me about the morality system, at the end, I got the bad ending. And then people on Google and YouTube, they were like, oh, you need to let a lot of people live and do the morality system. So then in this game, I tried to do that. And then I remember there was one section I wiped a bandits for like an hour. And someone in chat's like, Muck, you don't have to spare bandits. You can just shoot bandits. And I was like, really? So it's like the first two games really drilled a habit into me. And then in the third game, it was like I got punished for trying to do that. But I mean, I guess there was some sections where good things happened because I did get the good ending this time. So I guess I spared enough people. Yeah, it was an all right game. The whole series was all right. It was, thank you again to the community who gifted it to me. I would say it was fine. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was an interesting playthrough. It was just, kind of a standard survival shooter with a few other mechanics thrown in, stuff like that. Fun fact for you guys. You know how he had like, he'd be aiming and he has like the watch, and the watch has the rad counter and it had like the light on it and stuff like that? I'm still not even sure how those work. 3 games later, the light has something to do with stealth. I don't know if it's on, no one can see you, or if it's off, no one can see you. The rad counter never matters because just whenever it pops up, it says use a new filter. You press T, that's it. But yeah, like I'm still unclear on what all those dials on your wrist mean, even after 3 games. It didn't matter. Like the information provided there did not matter. But I think that's it. So that was Metro Exodus. I didn't love it enough that I'm going to pay extra for the short DLCs that are not even following the main thing. So I'm just going to wrap it up there, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it.